Hey friends, this is Jeff Wilson here. Today I'm going to talk to you about miles on running shoes and a couple tips as far as moving forward with running shoes and just like what to look for and things like that. If you have not liked or subscribed, please do so. And there'll be a follow-up video or two, potentially with a friend who's really good and at analyzing shoes. So what inspired this post was, oh, by the way, this is Yoshi. Say hello. He's just chilling. He's helping me out today. Okay. He's a little tired. All right. Okay, so I have worn this shoe out pretty badly. This is the Saucony Ride. It's like about a model old. I think I put about 550, 600 miles on them. Most shoes you probably shouldn't go over about that. It obviously depends on the person. It depends on how your feet plant the ground, how efficient you are. Is the shoe fitting right? How are you lacing them? What kind of weather are you in all the time? There's a number of things, but are you on pavement all the time? That's going to do a number. Or you could just run it into the ground like I did here. There it is. Look at that. Oh, it's so wonderful. You can literally I think I'm going to dissect the shoe. Look at that. That's ridiculous. So, um, part of the reason I did this was just I had two models of this, and also a pair of Hoka shoes that I hadn't. I'd never worn a pair of Hokas, which I'll get to those another time. But this was honestly, I was just being stubborn. There was no reason, no good reason for it. But I guess I would say this. So the treading on the bottom was not overly worn. Normally, I will start to take that very much into account, as well as a good shoe test is to just kind of push your fingers into the shoe. This didn't break as quickly as some old models did. Usually, this is a good way to test. I mean, it's definitely worn, but it's not crazy. It's not breaking too much in the midsole. So I kind of just went for it. I mean, I guess it's really not that terrible. This just makes everything look awful. But another thing that I noticed, and another tip for you here, is to look at your wear patterns. This is going to be probably pretty hard to see, but right in this area here, I'm pretty worn more than any other part of the shoes. You can't really see that, I don't believe, from this view all that well. I can't really imagine that little bit, but I supinate quite a bit, which is essentially you're landing a little bit more on the outside of your foot. I had a lot of problems the last 2-3 years. I've had so many issues in my plantar, Achilles, tendonitis, all that kind of stuff, and I have fixed that through strengthening my calves, opening up the ankles more, strengthening the anterior side or the front part of the shin. A lot of variables here, but if you find wear patterns that show something more significant, especially one side over the other, or just like I should say one side over the other on the shoe as well as the opposite shoe. This shows I was honestly favoring pretty heavily to this outside. So I'm not just supinating, but I'm favoring so heavily into my force production, and that actually put a little wear pattern right here because my toes were probably pushing out to the outside. So this is of course to avoid pain. You know, you're having pain in your foot on the inside, you're probably going to start landing on the outside. So even if you don't have anything very severe going on, it's good to start looking at the wear patterns as you get 300-400 miles into a shoe to start noticing some consistencies potentially in what you're doing. As well, if you have more than one pair of the same shoe, or you consistently buy the same one, maybe the next model isn't that much different than the last, that's a great way to consistently see where you're at with your shoes. But anyway, to get back to the original excitement or my inspiration, if you will, for this post, this was why. This was it. I think I am going to dissect this shoe. This is going to be kind of funny. Don't do this. Happy running. Go get new shoes. Get your gait analyzed more than just buy at the running store. You may need to actually get further video analysis. I do this. I can be sent links, and I can view your form and give you checks. or just give you some tips, give you some big changes that need to happen, strengthening changes that need to happen, as well as maybe some shoe changes or just shoe alterations that could be made, even down to as finite as just changing the shoelaces. So, yeah, let me know. And there you have it. Thanks for listening. Have a great day and happy running. Say goodbye to Yoshi. Also, all right, peace out.